Welcome back to Change Your Mind and Improve Your Life. Today, something very special. We have the author Brian Tracey with the book Maximum Achievement. We have inspired affirmations that focus on goal setting. The reason that we produce these videos is because we believe in you. We believe that you can set goals and become successful. We also know that there's going to come a time that you come up against the wall and perhaps you may want to quit. And that's when these affirmations will come into play. Listen to these affirmations to keep yourself going. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And without any further ado, Brian Tracey, Maximum Achievement, Inspired Affirmations, right now.
There is a proper combination of thoughts and actions that will enable you to accomplish almost anything you really want. If you can determine exactly what it is you want, you can find out how others have achieved it before you. If you then do the same things they have done, you'll achieve the same results they have. Whatever you want you can have, if you want it badly enough. You must be willing to persist long enough and hard enough in doing what others have done to accomplish similar things before you. Nature understands no jesting. She is always true, always serious, always severe. She is always right, and the errors and faults are always those of man. You must study and emulate those who have already done what you want to do and achieved the results you want to achieve. I found that I could learn anything I needed to know to become successful at anything that I really cared about. Knowledge makes all things possible. Your future will become limited only by your imagination. Make your life a masterpiece. All you need to do is to learn how, and then put what you learn into action. You can't hit a target you can't see. You can't accomplish wonderful things with your life if you have no idea of what they are. You must first become absolutely clear about what you want if you are serious about unlocking the extraordinary power that lies within you. Every success I've ever enjoyed came after I had taken the time to think through what my goal would look like when it was accomplished. You have to decide what your life would look like if you make it into a masterpiece. All great achievement begins with your deciding what it is you really want and then dedicating yourself wholeheartedly to attaining it. Your first job is to create a blueprint, a clear picture of where you are going and what it will look like when you get there. The first of these 7 ingredients of success, and easily the most important, is peace of mind. I cannot give away what I do not have. You can't help the poor by becoming one of them. The way to live a happy, productive life is to achieve your own peace of mind by systematically eliminating the negative people, situations and emotions that make you unhappy. Peace of mind is the key. The second ingredient of success is health and energy. Your body is constructed in such a way that if you just stop doing certain things to it, it often recovers and becomes healthy and energetic all by itself. If you achieve all kinds of things in the material world, but you lose your health or your peace of mind, you get little or no pleasure from your other accomplishments. The third ingredient of success is loving relationships. The fourth ingredient of success is financial freedom. To be financially free means that you have enough money so that you don't worry about it continually, as most people do. Fully 80% of the population are preoccupied with money problems. Many health problems are caused by stress and worry about money. Many problems in relationships are caused by money worries, and one of the main causes for divorce is arguments over money. The fifth ingredient of success is worthy goals and ideals. To be truly happy, you need a clear sense of direction. You need a commitment to something bigger and more important than yourself. Happiness has been defined as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. The sixth ingredient of success is self-knowledge and self-awareness. The seventh ingredient of success is a sense of personal fulfillment. Don't be concerned about the process of getting from where you are to where you want to go. For now, just focus on creating a vision of your perfect future. There are 7 laws of mental mastery. Failing to plan is planning to fail. First, life is hard. It always has been and it always will be. Second, everything you are or ever will be is up to you. Your life today is sum total of your choices, good and bad. If you want your future to be different, you have to make better choices. Third, and perhaps most important, you can learn anything you need to learn to become anyone you want to become, to achieve anything you want to achieve. There are very few limitations for you, and most of them are on the inside, not on the outside. If necessity is the mother of invention, then pain seems to be the father of learning. You have to both learn and unlearn a few things. Your future largely depends on what you learn and practice from this moment onward. Thought by thought, action by action, you will learn how to make your life a masterpiece. Superior men and women trust themselves at a deep level. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Do what you can, with what you have, right where you are." The main reason for so much underachievement and frustration is simply that people do not know how to get the most out of themselves. Your subconscious mind is your central processing unit. The access ports to your subconscious are both internal and external. Internally, you are affected by your thoughts, your mental pictures or imagination, and your feelings. Externally, you are influenced by your suggestive environment, by everything that registers on your conscious mind. You are affected by what you do, say, hear, see, read, watch, listen to, and, especially, by the people you associate with and the conversation you participate in. Your main job, in taking control of your life and your future, is to become the conductor of your own orchestra. There is a law of control. The law of control says that you feel positive about yourself to the degree to which you feel you are in control of your own life. And you feel negative about yourself to the degree to which you feel that you are not in control, or that you are controlled by some external force, person, or influence. How you think about any situation determines how you feel, and your feelings determine your behavior. Self-discipline, self-mastery, self-control all begin with you taking control of your thinking. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." There are basically two ways you can get control of any situation that is causing you stress or unhappiness. First, you can take action. You can move forward and do something to change it. You can assert yourself in the situation and make it different somehow. And second, you can simply walk away. You can often regain control by letting go of a person or situation and getting busy doing something else. There is a law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect says that for every effect in your life there is a specific cause. There are specific causes of success and there are specific causes of failure. There are specific causes for health and for illness. There are specific causes for happiness and unhappiness. Insanity has been defined as doing that same thing in the same way and expecting to get different results. Thoughts are causes and conditions are effects. Your thoughts are the primary causes of the conditions of your life. Everything in your experience has begun with a thought of some kind, yours or someone else's. Everything you are or ever will be as a result of the way you think. If you change the quality of your thinking, you change the quality of your life. The change in your outer experience will follow the change in your inner experience. If you sow the right causes, you reap the desired effects. There is a law of belief. The law of belief says that whatever you believe, with feeling, becomes your reality. Your beliefs give you a form of tunnel vision. Your beliefs edit out or cause you to ignore incoming information that is inconsistent with what you have decided to believe. You do not necessarily believe what you see, but you see what you believe. Your beliefs set you up for either success or failure. Perhaps the biggest mental roadblocks that you will ever have to overcome are those contained in your self-limiting beliefs. These are beliefs you have that limit you in some way. Negative beliefs hold you back by stopping you from even trying. If you believe it strongly enough, it becomes your reality. We too easily accept that we are limited in some way. Henry Ford said, "If you believe that you can do a thing, or if you believe you cannot, in either case, you are right." There is a law of expectation. The law of expectation says that whatever you expect with confidence becomes your own self-fulfilling prophecy. What you get is not necessarily what you want in life, but what you accept. W. Clement Stone is famous for being an inverse paranoid. This is someone who believes that the universe is conspiring to do him good. An inverse paranoid sees every situation as being heaven sent, either to confer some benefit or teach some valuable lesson to help make him successful. You can never rise any higher than your expectations of yourself. Always expect the best of yourself. The power of positive expectation alone can change your whole personality and your life as well. There is a law of attraction. The law of attraction says that you are a living magnet. You invariably attract into your life people and situations in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Like attracts like. Sow a thought and you reap an act. Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character and you reap a destiny. There is a law of correspondence. As within, so without. Outer world is a reflection of your inner world. By their fruits, ye shall know them. Your external world of manifestation corresponds with your internal world of thought and emotion. Everything is from the inner to the outer. Goethe said, "One must be something to be able to do something." You must become a different person on the inside before you see different results on the outside. Emerson wrote, "What you are shouts at me so loudly, I can't hear a word you're saying." You always come across to others as you really are. And the only way you can permanently change the outer things is to change the inner things. William James wrote, "The greatest revolution of my life is the discovery that individuals can change the outer aspects of their lives by changing the inner attitudes of their minds." There is a law of mental equivalency. Your thoughts, vividly imagined and repeated, charged with emotion, become your reality. Thoughts are things. You act in a manner consistent with what you are thinking most of the time. You eventually become what you think about. And if you change your thinking, you can change your life. Everything that happens in your life first begins and takes place in the form of thought. You have access to the master program. Everything you become and accomplish is determined by the way you think, by the way you use your mind. As you begin changing your mind, you begin changing your life. Inborn attributes plus acquired attributed multiplied by your attitude equals your individual human performance. Since the quality of your attitude can be improved almost without limit, even a person with average inborn attributes and average acquired attributes can perform at a high level if he or she has a very positive mental attitude. Your attitude is under the direct control of your will. You can decide what it is going to be every minute of every day. Earl Nightingale referred to attitude as the most important word in the language. Your attitude is one of the best indicators of the person you really are inside. Epictetus wrote, "Circumstances do not make the man, they merely reveal him himself." Your attitude is determined by your expectations. Your expectations about yourself and your life are very powerful. They exert an immense influence on your personality. You can manufacture your own expectations by deciding to do so. Your self-concept is your bundle of beliefs about yourself and about every part of your life and your world. The law of belief says that your beliefs determine your reality because you always see the world through a screen of prejudices formed by your belief structure. You always act in a manner consistent with your self-concept, consistent with the bundle of beliefs that you have acquired from infancy onward. If you change your beliefs in any area of your life, you begin immediately to change in that area. Your expectations, your attitudes, your behavior and your results all change. By deliberately changing your self-concept, your true potential becomes unlimited. The comfort zone is the great enemy of human potential. Your comfort zones becomes habits of living that are hard to break. Your self-image is the way you see yourself, and the way you think about yourself, as you go about your daily activities. You always behave consistently with the picture that you hold of yourself on the inside. The process of self-image modification is one of the fastest and most dependable ways to improve your performance. Your self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. The first is how valuable and worthwhile you feel about yourself, how much you like and accept yourself as a good person. The second factor determining your level of self-esteem is your feeling of self-efficacy. How competent and capable you feel you are at whatever you do. The more you like and respect yourself, the better you perform in everything you do. There are two rules of self-esteem and self-liking. Rule number 1 is that you can never like or love anyone else more than you like or love yourself. You can't give away what you don't have. Rule number 2 is that you can never expect anyone else to like or love you more than you like, love or respect yourself. The foundation of personality is laid down in the first 3 to 5 years of life. Most personality problems in life are the result of love withheld. The fear of rejection is the second major reason for failure and underachievement in adult life. The greatest problem of human life is fear. It is fear that robs us of happiness. It is fear that causes us to settle for far less than we are capable of. It is fear that is the root cause of negative emotions, unhappiness and problems in human relationships. The only good thing about fear, if there is anything good, is that it is learned, and because of this, it can be unlearned. You become what you think about most of the time. Your dominant thoughts and aspirations become your reality. You have created your life today by all of your previous thinking. You are where you are and what you are because of yourself. You can change your future at any time by taking control of your conscious mind from this point forward. To achieve different results, you must become a different person. You must change your goals and ideals for yourself and develop a new self-image. You must become a new person on the inside to permanently experience the good you desire on the outside. Moving out of your comfort zone can be so nerve-wracking, in fact, that most people never do it until they are forced to. But all growth and progress require you to move out of your comfort zone in the direction of something bigger and better. You must consciously and deliberately counter the pull of the comfort zone as you move upward and onward toward ever higher levels of accomplishment. Psychosclerosis is your natural tendency to fall in love with your own ideas, and then to vigorously defend them against anything new. Mental flexibility is the mark of the superior person. Virtually everything you do is the result of habit. Probably 95% of your actions and reactions are automatic, unconscious responses to your physical and human environments. Your habits are major obstacles to your becoming the kind of person you want to be. In the absence of an outside force, or a definite decision on your part to do something different, you'll keep on doing very much the same thing indefinitely. Habits are only good as long as they serve you, as long as their effect is to continually enrich and improve your life. As Shakespeare wrote, "There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." Bad habits are easy to form, but hard to live with. Good habits are hard to form, but easy to live with. Your job is to form good habits and make them your masters. All habits are learned, and they can therefore be unlearned. Thought or action you repeat often enough becomes a new habit. You can develop any habit you consider desirable or necessary. Your emotions are the energizing forces behind your thoughts. The law of emotion states that 100% of your decisions and subsequent actions are based on emotions. The more you desire or fear something, the more likely you are to attract it into your life. A thought without an emotion behind it has no power to influence you one way or the other. First, you must sincerely want to change. The starting point of change, if accomplishing anything different or better, is desire, and desire is always personal. The starting point of your becoming a new and better person is for you to feel that the change is desirable or necessary, or both. Second, you must be willing to change. You must be willing to let go of the old person in order to become the new person. Third, you must be willing to make efforts. What you are aiming for is a fundamental long-term improvement in your life. It takes an adult between 14 and 21 days to develop a new habit of thought, a new neural groove in the brain. Patience in self-development is the key. You are continually evolving and growing and developing in the direction of your dominant thoughts. Your visual images become your reality. How often you visualize a particular future event, goal or behavior has a powerful impact on your thinking, feeling and acting. People who accomplish extraordinary things visualize their desired results continually. They think about what they want to accomplish all the time. The second element in visualization is vividness. This refers to the clarity with which you see something in your imagination. The third dimension of visualization is intensity. This refers to the amount of emotion that you combine with your mental pictures. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm." Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that you vividly imagine. Use visualization to flood your mind at every opportunity with pictures of your ideal life. One way of doing this is to create a treasure map to look at. Design a poster for your wall with either your photograph or a picture, headlines and quotations from magazines and newspapers, and paste them all over the poster. Create a powerful visual representation of the ingredients that symbolize success and achievement for you. All improvement in your life begins with an improvement in your mental pictures. Your mental pictures trigger thoughts, feelings, words and actions consistent with them. All change is from the inner to the outer. All change begins in the self-concept. You must become the person you want to be on the inside before you see the appearance of this person on the outside. You cannot change habits overnight. Standing in front of a mirror and saying very clearly and emotionally, "I can do it, I can do it, I can do it," is a powerful way to build up your confidence for a coming challenger. Acting the part. Walk, talk and act exactly as if you were already the person you desire to be. Act as though you had money in the bank already. The power of this technique is explained by the law of reversibility. This law states that, when you feel positive and optimistic, your feelings will generate actions and behaviors consistent with them. Fake it until you make it. As you improve your inner understanding, you improve your outer results. Make no useless acquaintances. You become what you teach. In fact, you only really know something to the degree to which you can teach it to someone else and have them understand and apply it in their own lives. You will become what you think about most of the time. Your outer world corresponds to your inner world. What happens to you depends to a great degree on what is happening inside you. Your external experience is a reflection of your internal thought patterns. Over time, you create in your life the mental equivalent of your innermost conviction about yourself and what is possible for you. Develop an unshakable belief in their ability to overcome all obstacles and reach some great height. Work smarter to use more of my mental powers rather than more of my physical powers to achieve my goals. Your conscious mind is your objective or thinking mind. It has no memory, and it can only hold one thought at a time. Your subconscious mind is like a huge memory bank. The subconscious mind capacity is virtually unlimited, and it permanently stores everything that ever happens to you. The function of your subconscious mind is to store and retrieve data. Superior men and women are always stretching themselves, pushing themselves out of their comfort zones. They are very aware how quickly the comfort zone, in any area, becomes a rut. They know that complacency is the great enemy of creativity and future possibilities. For you to grow, to get out of your comfort zone, you have to be willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable doing it the first few times. Your biggest battle is almost always with yourself, and your biggest challenge is in breaking free of you old habitual ways of thinking and acting. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "A man becomes what he thinks about most of the time." The law of relaxation is important to understand. This law states that, in all mental working, effort defeats itself. Verbalize and affirm your desired outcome. Visualize and clearly see the outcome you desire in the situation. Emotionalize your combined affirmation and visualization by creating the feeling that you will actually experience. Release the situation completely. The 5 steps to activating the law of reversibility are easy to understand. 1. Verbalization. Articulating in words the desired outcome. 2. Visualization. creating a clear mental picture of what the outcome will look like. 3. Emotionalization. Creating in yourself the feeling of satisfaction that would accompany the resolved situation. 4. Releasing all concern while you turn your mind to other things. 5. Realization. The appearance of the solution, or the achievement of your goal. Writing is a powerful way to imprint your goals on your subconscious mind. The more often you write out your goals, the more rapidly they materialize. Use a spiral notebook and write your goals down every day. Writing and rewriting your goals convinces you more and more that they are attainable. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that you vividly imagine. Write out your goals, one per card, in clear, present tense language. Review them twice per day using the standard affirmation technique until you see your goals materializing around you. Success begins with you exercising your power of choice to take systematic, purposeful control over the thoughts you hold in your conscious mind. To become all you can be, you must live more consciously. You must become more alert, more aware, and more awake. The ability to set goals and to make plans for their accomplishment is the master skill of success. Success equals goals and all else is commentary. Intense goal orientation is an essential characteristic of all high-achieving men and women, in every study, in every field. Like most people, I was moving randomly through life, reacting and responding rather than focusing and concentrating. Goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. A person without goals is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly and always in danger of ending up on the rocks. Your brain has within it a goal-seeking mechanism that guides and directs you unerringly over time toward the accomplishment of your objectives. Your only limitation is your desire. How badly do you want it? The one with the greatest intensity of purpose will always win out over the other. The famous oil billionaire H.L. Hunt, who went bankrupt raising cotton in Arkansas and then went on to build a fortune of several billion and become one of the world's richest men, was once asked his formula for success. He said that in America you only needed two things to be successful. First, he said, decide exactly what it is you want. Most people never do that. Second, determine the price you're going to have to pay to get it, and then resolve to pay that price. The great weakness of most people is that, even if they have some idea of what they want, they have never sat down and thought through what it will take to get it, and whether or not they are willing to pay that price. In order to get whatever you desire, however you define it, you must pay the price in full. You must sow before you reap. You have to pay the full price in advance. Success is not like going to a restaurant where you can pay the bill after you've enjoyed the dinner. The success that you desire requires payment in full, in advance, every single time. The life you are enjoying today is a reflection of the price you've paid up to now. The greatest single enemy of your potential for greatest success and achievement is your comfort zone, your tendency to get stuck in a rut and then to resist all change, even positive change, that would force you out of it. Everyone naturally fears and avoids change. We want things to stay the same, but simultaneously to get better. However, all growth, all process, all advancement requires change. Change is inevitable. In spite of anything you do, life never goes on the same way for very long. It is always changing in one direction or another. Things are either getting better for you or getting worse, but they never stay the same. Goals are causes. Health, happiness, freedom and prosperity are effects. The primary cause of success in life is the ability to set and achieve goals. Whenever you have a bad day, think about your goals. Less than 3% of men and women have their goals in writing. Fewer than 1% of them read and review their goals regularly. Most people seem to have no idea just how important goals are. The first reason people don't set goals is that they are simply not serious. They are talkers instead of doers. The only way you can tell what a person really believes is by actions, not words. It is not what you say, or what you intend, or what you wish or hope or pray for, but only what you do that counts. One person who will take action is worth 10 brilliant talkers who do nothing. Remember, only action is action, and nothing else counts for much. The second reason people don't set goals is that they have not yet accepted responsibility for their lives. The irresponsible person is the person who is still waiting for real life to begin. The third reason people don't set goals is their deep-seated feeling of guilt and unworthiness. The fourth reason people don't set goals is that they don't realize the importance of goals. Since 80% of the people around you are going nowhere, if you are not careful, will end up drifting with the crows, following the followers, and going nowhere as well. The fifth reason people don't set goals is that they don't know how. Goal setting is more important to your long-term happiness than any other single subject that you could ever learn. The sixth reason people don't set goals is quite simply the fear of rejecting, or fear of criticism. Keep your goals confidential. The seventh and most people predominant reason people do not set goals is the fear of failure. The fear of failure is the greatest single obstacle to success in adult life. It is impossible to succeed without failing. Failure is a prerequisite for success. Success is numbers game. Napoleon Hill said, "Within every adversity is the seed of an equal or greater opportunity or advantage." Great successes are almost always preceded by many failures. Opportunities come dressed in work clothes. Your major purpose is your number one goal, the goal that is more important to you than the accomplishment of any other single goal or objective at this time. What are your 5 most important values in life? Passion, learning, connecting, experiencing, and love. What are your 3 most important goals in life, right now? What would you do? How would you spend your time if you learned today that you only had 6 months to live? What would you do if you won $1 million cash, tax-free, in the lottery tomorrow? What do you most enjoy doing? What gives you your greatest feeling of self-esteem and personal satisfaction? What one great thing would you dare to dream if you know you could not fail? The only question you have to answer is, do I want it badly enough, and am I willing to pay the price? The most important contribution you can make to your success and happiness is to develop the habit of continuous goal setting. You must reach the point in your own mind where you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that you can accomplish any goal you set for yourself. The most difficult mental obstacle you have to overcome is inertia, the tendency to slip back into your comfort zone and to lose your forward momentum. It is simple, as all true things are simple. The law of mind states that your thoughts objectify themselves in your reality. You become and you accomplish what you think about. Step 1. Develop desire, intense, burning desire. This is the motivational force that enables you to overcome the fear and inertia that holds most people back. Fear is the reason you sell yourself short and settle for far less than you are capable of. Step 2. Develop belief. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve." One of the kindest and most helpful things you can do for your children is to help them to set realistic and believable goals. If the goal is worth achieving, it is worth working for patiently and persistently. Step 3. Write it down. Goals that are not in writing are not goals at all. They are merely wishes or fantasies. Step 4. Make a list of all the ways that you will benefit from achieving your goal. Your motivation depends upon your motives, your reasons for acting in the first place, and the more reasons you have, the more motivated you will be. The German philosopher Nietzsche wrote, "A man can bear any what if he has a big enough why." Socrates then said, "When you desire wisdom with the same intensity that you desired to breathe, then nothing will stop you from getting it." It's the same with your goals. Make a list of all the benefits, tangible and intangible, that you can possibly enjoy as a result of achieving your goal. Step 5. Analyze your position, your starting point. Step 6. Set a deadline. Don Hudson says, "There are no unrealistic goals, only unrealistic deadlines." Step 7. Make a list of all the obstacles that stand between you and the accomplishment of your goal. Wherever great success is possible, great obstacles exist. In fact, obstacles are the flip side of success and achievement. Step 8. Identify the additional information you will need to achieve your goal. We live in a knowledge-based society, and the most successful people are those who have more essential information than others. Step 9. Make a list of all the people whose help and cooperation you will require. You will get out what you put in. You must continually tune in to each person's favorite radio station. WIIFM. What's in it for me? Step 10. Make a plan. Write out, in detail, what you want, when you want it, why you want it, and where you are starting from. Make a list of the obstacles you must overcome, the information you will require, and the people whose help you will need. With answers to steps 1 through 9, you have all the ingredients of complete master plan for the achievement of any goal. A plan is a list of activities organized by time and priority. A list organized on the basis of time starts with the first thing that you have to do, in order, through to the last task that must be completed before your goal is achieved. Many activities can be worked on simultaneously. Other tasks have to be done in sequence, one after the other. Certain activities have to be done continuously from the beginning of the process through until the end. If every obstacle must first be overcome, nothing will ever get done. Step 11. Use visualization. Step 12. Make the decision, in advance, that you will never, never give up. Back your goals and plans with persistence and determination. Never consider the possibility of failure. Never think about quitting. Decide to hold on, no matter what happens. And as long as you refuse to quit, you must eventually be successful. Sometimes, your ability to persist is what it takes will overcome the most difficult obstacles. The maintenance of momentum, once you've begun, is essential to great success and achievement. You maintain your forward momentum by taking continuous action toward goal attainment. Nothing succeeds like success. Remember, if there are no obstacles, it's probably not a goal at all. It's just a task. There is a master power. The superconscious mind is the source of all pure creativity. You can never permanently achieve anything on the outside that you are not fully prepared for on the inside. Napoleon Hill found that almost every one of the wealthy men he interviews had achieved their great successes one step beyond what appeared to be their greatest failure. Because I study history, and history shows that if you hold on long enough, something good always happens. If you keep your mind on the things that you want, and keep them off then things that you fear, your goals, whatever they are, will eventually materialize and become your realities. Norman Vincent Peale says that whenever God wants to send you a gift, He wraps it up in a problem. We must make the master decision. The starting point of personal liberation is for you to accept complete responsibility for who you are and for everything that you become. If you want things to change, then you must change first. Your thinking determines your attitude, your conduct, and your behavior. True maturity only comes when you finally realize that no one is coming to the rescue. The acceptance of complete responsibility, the giving up of all your excuses, is not easy. It's one of the hardest things you ever attempt. Self-responsibility is the core quality of the fully mature, fully functioning, self-actualizing individual. The law of belief states that whatever you believe, with feeling, becomes your reality. You are responsible. What are you going to do about it? Your behavior, attitude, values and habits of thought are learned. You did not have them when you came into the world. You have learned them as the result of input and repetition, over many years. And because they have learned, they can be unlearned. You can unlearn the habits of thoughts you have acquired that are not consistent with the person you want to be or the goals you want to achieve. Just as you are born with no self-concept, you are born without negative emotions. You have to be taught negative emotions as you are growing up. More damage has been caused and more people destroyed by destructive criticism than by all the wars in history. The difference is that wars kill the physical bodies of people with bodies waking around. The poet W. H. Auden wrote, "Those to whom evil done, do evil in return." You attract people and circumstances that harmonize with your dominant thoughts. You become what you think about. You are free to decide what you do from this moment onward. We must have the master goal. Hans Selye, the pioneer in stress management, defined stress as any nonspecific response to internal or external stimuli. The key word in this definition is response. Stress is not contained in external events. There is no such thing as an inherently stressful situation. There are only stressful responses. Stress is not contained in what happens to you. It is the way you respond to what happens to you. You can choose to respond in a stressful way or you can choose to respond in a non-stressful way. The choice is yours. The choice is always up to the individual. Worry wears you down. Shakespeare said on Hamlet, "I must lose myself in action lest I wither in despair." Fear of failure is a conditional response learned in childhood. Always ask yourself, what's the worst possible thing that can happen if I go ahead? Then ask, what is the best possible thing that can happen if I am successful? You will often find that the worst possible thing that can happen is quite significant. Remember, failure is never final. Failure is simply a way of learning the lessons you need to succeed. The only thing of which the fear of failure can assure you is ultimate failure in life. Henry Ford said, "Failure is just another opportunity to more intelligently begin again." The more willing you are to honestly confront the difficulties and challenges facing you, the happier and healthier you will be. By continually facing your problems honestly and objectively, you become a more confident and competent person. You become stronger and more self-reliant. You stop being afraid of unpleasant situation in your work or personal life. You deal with life as it is, not as you wish it were. The rule is, whatever the price is, pay it. You are going to have to pay it sooner or later. And the sooner you pay it, the sooner you will be free from whatever it is that is bothering you. Practice the law of substitution. Deliberately think positive thoughts. Think optimistically. Think constructively. If you deliberately select a positive thought, you cannot simultaneously think a negative or stressful thought. You substitute the positive for the negative. Set inner peace as your highest goal and you'll probably never make another mistake. We must all study mastering human relationships. Fully 85% of your success in life is going to be determined by your social skills, by your ability to interact positively and effectively with others and to get them to cooperate with you in helping you to achieve your goals. Most of your problems in life are people problems. Since self-esteem is the hallmark of the healthy personality, you can actually improve the health of your own personality by taking every opportunity to improve the health of the personalities of others. What you sow in the lives of others, you reap in your own life. Henry Ford said it well, "Never complain, never explain." What cannot be cured must be endured. People like to be around agreeable men and women, individuals with whom they can freely and easily discuss a great variety of subjects. Agreeable behavior raises the self-esteem of others. Disagreement lowers it. Whatever you disagree or argue with people, you are challenging their knowledge and intelligence. We look into the faces of other people to see how we are doing. We have a deep need to be accepted by other people, even by people we don't know. It takes only 13 muscles to smile and 112 muscles to frown. Willie Loman, in Death of a Salesman, said, "The most important thing is to be liked." All it takes to express appreciation are simple words, "Thank you." Develop the habit of saying, "Thank you," to everybody for anything and everything they do. Throughout your day, say, "Thank you," to people who do things for you. An attitude of gratitude clears a path before you. An attitude of gratitude guarantees a healthy personality and a higher level of self-esteem. And the more thankful you are for what you have, the more things you are going to have to be thankful for. There is almost nothing that has greater power to raise people's self-esteem and to make them feel good about themselves than the sincere expression of praise and approval for something that they have done or said. It was Napoleon Ho said, "I have discovered a remarkable thing. Men will die for ribbons." Praise is a powerful motivator when given properly. Abraham Lincoln said, "Everybody likes a compliment." Life is the study of attention. You always give your attention to that which you most value, to that which most interests you, to that which is most important to you. Your attention is your life. Wherever your attention goes, your thoughts, your feelings, your life goes also. You always give more of your attention to the people and things that you value the most. Listening is the true measure of attention in human relations. Listening is the way you show how much you value another person and what that other person is saying. Listening builds trust. Listening builds self-esteem. Listening builds self-discipline. It requires tremendous personal mastery and self-control to listen attentively to another person. Active listening requires that you control your attention and keep yourself focused on the person speaking. Remember, you never learn anything while your mouth is open. When you are speaking, all you can say is what you already know. But when you are listening, it's possible for you to learn something new.